All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go! At their own 26-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Doctson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense.
Yes, sir,
you don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Murray buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, let's get them home.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing now is Murray. Steps away to his left. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down now, it's White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Let's put him on the buses.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, it's Bell, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here comes Cohen. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. And from down in Miami, an update. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Foles. And that's complete to LaFell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Foles completes it to Fant on the right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
13.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And he coughed it up. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Vandy, Joejuan Williams, with a pick. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go, here we go. Right in. 54, line 54. I don't think you got it.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first down. Second one. What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
First down, here's White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be dreaming. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Slam, slam.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
1-1. Bravo.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Too little, tap.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. 34 yards there and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9. Foles on the left side. Gallup's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back now in Nashville. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard, Foles. He's going to find Gallup here complete. They'll run on 1st down. White, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all that. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Switch up.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Let's go! Right there. 54 miles. Turbo 64.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
380. 54. Watch the out. Hey, Silver.
Now Foles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. LaFell, the intended receiver. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check. Walk the silence. Hey. Check. Mike 5-4. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Six. Go with 5-3. 54's Mike. Check.
He's back to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Check. Deeper, deeper, deeper.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Check pass, check pass.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Back to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Down to Inigo's Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.